EA is now on Twitch. Join us Wednesday nights when Alistair reads a bedtime story, and Sunday mornings for a few hours of chill casual gaming, plus interviews, special guests, pickup streams, and more. Visit twitch.tv/EA Podcasts and follow us to be notified when we go live, plus access VODs of past broadcasts.
Escape Pod, Episode 967, Code Switching, Part 2, by Malin Edwards.
Hello and welcome to Escape Pod, your weekly science fiction podcast. I'm Valerie Valdez, your host for this episode. Our story this week is Part 2 of Code Switching by Malin Edwards. It originally appeared in If Wishes Were Obfuscation Codes and Other Stories in September 2023 and will be presented in 4 parts. Born and raised on the south side of Chicago, Malin Edwards now lives in the Greater Toronto area, where he was lured by his beautiful Canadian wife. Many of his short stories are set in an alt-Chicago future and feature people of color. He is an Ember Award and Sunburst Award finalist. His short story collection, If Wishes Were Obfuscation Codes and Other Stories, was published by Fireside Press in the fall of 2023. Our narrators this week are Dominic Rabron, CSC Cooney, and Loris White. Dominic Rabron is an award-winning Haitian-American multimedia artist and voice actor specializing in short fiction. He's also directing a computer game set during the Haitian Revolution, featuring telepaths. Discover more at domrabron.com. CSC Cooney is a 2-time World Fantasy Award-winning author for her novel Saint Death's Daughter, and for her collection, Bone Swans Stories. Other work includes The Twice Drowned Saint, Dark Breakers, and Desdemona and the Deep. As a voice actor, Cooney has narrated over 120 audiobooks, as well as short fiction for podcasts such as Uncanny Magazine, Beneath Ceaseless Skies, Tales to Terrify, and Podcastle. In March 2023, she produced her collaborative sci-fi musical, Ballads from a Distant Star, at New York City's Arts on Site. Find her other music at Bandcamp under Brimstone Rhine. Forthcoming in 2025 is her novel Saint Death's Herald from Solaris, and the GM-less TTRPG Negocios Infernales, the Spanish Inquisition interrupted by aliens, which she co-designed with her husband, writer and game designer Carlos Hernandez from Outland Entertainment. Find other books and news via her Linktree, or try CSE Cooney on various social media platforms. Loris White is an actress, poet, and mom, currently residing in Michigan. Now, get ready for ugly sports drama to take an even darker turn, because it's story time.
Jean-Michel. 2. 100% performance output. Jean-Michel featuring Kinsley Chase. Le journaliste Sayo Gadem? Hold up, let me say that again. I'll wait. Y'all go grab y'all's paper and pen. When these stater journals look at me, they don't just see a black boy. Nah, they also see a bioelectric battery-operated toy, part of a standard Sutton Industries ploy to bring fat cat football alums joy. With money. Un pile l'argent. And that pisses them off. So they're going to keep rushing off and busting off these queries at a machine gun pace in my face while they're smirking at my Haitian Creole vocabulary, pretending they can only understand me barely because my accent is too thick and scary. Par contre, but on the flip side, Them Chicago reporters gonna give me the benefit of the doubt. That's right. When they write they stories without bias tonight, they embrace a sovereign state that thrives on the black market, sparked by innovation and encouraged by a Haitian man who planned a nation for secession from a state of imperfection, then made Chicago the greatest and said to hell with those stater racists, like the ones in front of me now. Yeah, they got them stater racist papers in them stater racist places, like Rockford and Aurora, 86 stories about Chicago's horrors. Juliet and Naperville. What's the deal? Chicago's black market. Is it real? Springfield and Peoria. I never heard of you. Oh, wait. Yes, I have. I trounced a girl from there once named Gloria playing Holovid Chessphoria. Elgin and Winnetka and Champagne, too. Est-ce que nous fini? Because I'm about through. So is this interview. The gym doors bang open. In strides hope. White savior of the black and broken. White savior from the rope. Kinsley Chase, straight out of the North Shore, stalks in with her Louboutin stiletto heels across a gym floor that features a grizzly at half court and mid-roar. She wearing this circa 2018 Charlize Theron Electric Resurrection skin load. It's been a long minute since celebrity body snatching been in vogue. 20 years out of date, Moshe. Yeah, that resurrection is bold. Don't tell her I said that, though, because she don't want to be told. Passé or not, she's still shimmering gold. Short, chic blonde hair parted just right. Makeup hardly there, but on point and tight. Tailored two-piece Christian Dior suit, bone white. Fierce face and quick pace, letting everybody know she ready to fight. Click, 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 click. Yeah, you dégontants, chien, sale motherfuckers. Here she come. Y'all better take flight. Heads turn. Galileo. Y'all JJ ain't bright. Kristen, stop cross-examining that poor boy. Being black doesn't make him a criminal, wrong, or an ingrate. Click, 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 click. Put your face to the dog, and she gon' bite. Egos burn. Frown all y'all want, ma che. She ain't begun to flex her might. Robbie, I thought we stopped calling young black boys super predators more than half a century ago. Click, 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 click. Internal biometric systems suss and churn. Steve, fear-mongering and culture-shaming fits you like a bespoke Cole Haan suit, so I'm sure you'd be surprised to know that some of us taught ourselves how to order prestige beer and Haitian Creole when we were 16 years old, just so we could buy some during our weekend adventures to the big, bad sovereign state. Click, 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 click. Yeah, these stater journals about to learn. And Frank and Danny, I look forward to those countless stories you write the next few years about those white boys at New Trier and Highland Park and Glenbrook North after they undergo electric resurrection, where you praise them in your columns as upstanding citizens, do-gooder Eagle Scouts, and future law-abiding governors of the land of Lincoln, even though all they really want to do is knock each other's heads off clean on their way to full-ride scholarships at any Division I school of their choice, where they will play at 100% performance output without a second thought from or any restrictions imposed by the NCAA. Kinsley sits next to me on the dais, don't even apologize for her tardy delivery, but instead leans back and waits for me to cheer a hip-hop hooray. Nah, mache, I ain't your bae. When I don't say nothing, she turns to these stater journos and starts cussing. What the actual fuck, you racist motherfuckers? The room goes dead quiet, but I know they all sussin'. Look at the pot calling the kettle, Nwafa. That's Robbie Vandenberg, but I ain't surprised. The word Nwafa ain't just in his throat, it's even in his eyes. Yeah, this Esther Bedge journal about to win the utmost racist prize. Moshe, I ask him, how long you been waiting to say Nwafa with me in the same room? These last 20 minutes? Since you woke up this morning? From the moment your editor assigned you to this white people only press conference y'all just had to have? Vandenberg shrugs and smiles as if he'd been eating shit for a good long while. But yet on his plate is still a heaping pile. Hey, I'm just trying to get your attention. I'm just trying to help you. This motherfucker. You know what? He ain't even worth my while. But I talk shit anyway, because he already done got me riled. Pour tout bon? I ask, and then spit a half-assed freestyle. And how you plan on doing that? Oh, that's right. It's a notable fact. White supremacists like you live to invoke the word Nwafa true in the presence of a black boy who you would pray to try his damnedest to come through so you can smack him down with the steel blue. And after, if the Nwafa don't catch a clue, Well, it's up to you to bring the corkscrew and make sure that, for once and all, that Nwafa knows who's who. So, mon cher, I know who I am, but do you know you? About my flow, Van der Vark don't rave. Instead, he tries to create awe with his own personal shockwave. Did Kinsley tell you what that Stanford Sutton Industries structure is for on Ile à la Cache? No, Kinsley interrupts, her snark shade abrupt, but her professionalism untouched. Because Kinsley is first going to tell Jean-Michel that Kinsley just got the green light from Stanford Sutton and the NCAA to offer Jean-Michel electric resurrection on Jean-Michel's terms, free of charge, with no performance output reduction, and no strings attached. Silence! For 3 long seconds, don't nobody say a word, even though every single body in this room just heard, and I mean that literally. Still, I ready my loins to gird, I do this skillfully, to defend against this Stater Giorno herd, and score defeat brilliantly, so my big black mandingo trouser snake won't be interred by some North Shore mache named Brittany. But I ain't scared, especially when these Stater journals shout questions at us before they send out they sus and make everybody's skin tingle with trust. At the Medill School of Journalism, this implanted feature, biometric options and all, is a must. Also known as the Luton Rossi device, solely created to surveil and entice. Its tagline says it exposes fake news as an underhanded and dastardly villain vice. Most of us have been duped by that kind of bullshit at least once or twice, so Medill partnered with Stanford Sutton Industries to put that shit on ice. Kinsley looked like she plotting and elaborating an intricate diamond heist, but that's a front if I ever saw a fake bunt. Yeah, if these Stater journals step to her wrong, she gonna unleash. Wait, hold up, there's that word again. Y'all just ignore it and go pour y'allselves a gin. But if that don't calm y'all, then go ahead. Unleash the feist like a 3-year-old Leopold or a table-flipping Christ. While y'all try to figure that one out, the tingling... Jean-Michel. 3. In the True Tell emo. Jean-Michel featuring Michael Annabelle. Just stops. It's like someone called the FCC cops or were waiting for the beat to drop on a track that's screwed and chopped and blazing hot. The silence extends for 4 more seconds. Handheld notifications ping with ominous inflections, and these Stater journals raise their voices in non-stop interjections. Lord Mayor Pointe du Sable has declared war on the state of Illinois. He says the state set off a bomb at Oak Street Beach. I'm sussing reports of scores of people dead and counting. I'm sussing reports of possibly hundreds. The mayor is calling it an act of terrorism against his beloved city-state. I can't fucking believe he used the word beloved to describe his shitty state. What the fuck is at Oak Street Beach? August 12 fireworks. What the fuck is August 12? Some shit about Chicago being founded or gaining its sovereignty or both. Oak Street Beach is just one of the many locations in the city-state to hold the celebration, but it's the largest. These Stater journals have forgotten me. Now Governor Sutton has declared war on Chicago, so I'm about to be... Holy shit. Holy shit is right. I can't independently confirm this yet with a sus, but I'm hearing Chicago is moving a significant number of heavy-plated Maybach Accelero suits to the northern and western borders. What about their southern border? The state doesn't give a fuck about the south side of Chicago. It's not like that cesspool has the money or resources to amass an attack against us. Poor as shit, motherfuckers. Speaking of Atkins, you've tracked Clarabelle's cow pies all over these poor students' gymnasium floor with your hush puppies. Yeah, Atkins, didn't your mother teach you to wipe your feet before you come inside from the cow pasture? Without Whitey. Meyer and Kowalski, you two do fucking realize that Springfield is not a one-horse jerkwater town, right? We have 2 major holo papers, including mine and 4 holovid outlets. I thought it was a backwater town, actually. Not surprised you'd think that. Your head is so far up Meyer's ass you can't even remember that Springfield is where the office of the governor is located. Which means that when the governor is not at his posh 89-room mansion on the North Shore, Sutton tracks the cow shit all over his hush puppies into his Springfield farmhouse, just like you do into yours. 89 rooms? Did you suss that fact? Fake news. Revoke his journal card. But just as I stand, while these Stater journos keep throwing barbs at each other as they look at their hands, Kinsley leads the way, as if planned. I follow, but not to say mahalo. Nah, I'm trying to find out if what that Stater journal back there said was true and my mum is lying up in some Stanford Sudden Industries lab looking blue. There's a vehicle outside ready to take you for electric resurrection, Kinsley says, before she throws open the front doors of the school like a boss, her lips dewed and moist with Purple Rain lip gloss. But what you really want to hear is your mother is safe and sound. And she is. She's in one of our cryo labs at a secure location. Her vitals are good and she's giving us excellent results already. I told y'all, but I didn't. Nah, I rolled y'all, and then I quitted. I put my hands in the pockets of my hoodie as I trudged down the front steps of the school with Kinsley now wondering would she, or should she, put me in that locker with Davy, next to Mamamwe, a true guild slavey 60% diminished. Maybe. But that thought don't hardly come to a finish before Kinsley play me like a master violinist. Y'all, she blurbed the vehicle idling at the curb with the gravitas of Alec Guinness. The Conquest Night 15 is security, protection, and assurance for the most daring and audacious of the electric resurrected who have places to be and people to see during wartime. Opaque armor with the highest quality, high-strength hardened steel. Transparent tinted armor glass throughout, including the tandem tinted moonroof panels with privacy shades. Y'all are witness to any soon-to-take-place shady business. With this magnificent beast, you can pay the cost to floss and be the motherfucking boss. 22.5-inch polished custom rims forged from 6061 aluminum. ASC ballistic run-flat system on all tires. Front steel bumper. Armored grille. Roof-mounted rear-view camera. Heavy-duty roof rack with folding ladder. Ballistic fiberglass rear bumper with Kevlar. Ballistic fiberglass fenders with Kevlar. Stainless steel side-mounted running boards with Kevlar. Mes amis, shit just got religious. But there's more than security and protection to this beautiful behemoth. There's also 21st century luxury and excellence. It says so in the brochure. Like no vehicle man has ever built or seen. Wilton wool luxury carpeting, ultra suede interior finish, handcrafted Andrew Muirhead leather with 6-way electric conference and cabin seating for a total of 6 passengers. Personal rear seat side-mounted laptop stations, dual-screen rear console with remote-controlled inputs, large flat-screen television, satellite hollow TV hookup. I can feel the Holy Ghost coming, y'all. Yep, I'm finished. Kinsley opens the rear passenger side door, sits on that handcrafted Andrew Muirhead leather, and puts her purple Gucci tote on the floor. She pats the seat next to her. I almost break my neck and wreck my specs to be blessed with her. There are others in here with us, but I'm so excited that I don't feel the hard light thrust from the digital blindfold some Stanford Sudden Industries operatives puts over my eyes and proceeds to adjust. It sexes my specs so fast I wonder what's next. Then I feel its tendrils shake hands with my visual cortex and establish interface trust with the ease of an accord that was agreed upon long ago, many times discussed. Shit glitches and flashes, first with dribbles, then splashes. Y'all, the network glare of this packet is gonna bring me to a casket. But straight up, there ain't no mistrust. And too bad y'all can't see how beautiful this girl is I just sussed. Silky, dark hair. Skin so fair. Ox horns with baby hairs at her edges slicked down so good it don't move without a prayer. Thick and heavy eyebrows threaded with extreme care. Cute as a button nose pert and up to the air. Exquisite cheekbones designed by her mama and daddy for us all to stare. Full lips from back home, all around the world and right back there again. My name is Michael Annabelle. Kael. Belle femme. Belle nom. Milatresse. And I've hacked your mind to free you, which makes sense with how I can see you. It took me forever to find you in the Truetel emo, and I was the one who coded your Sigtel. This girl, mon cher, y'all just don't know. Her sudden appearance feeds my Sigtel flow and blesses my Truetel emo. She's my solace, my goddess, my cool breeze in August, so I'm not gonna get raucous, but for damn sure we'll be cautious. Caution is fine, but you need to trust me, and you need to do it now, with the quickness. Yeah, she all up in my business. If I stay much longer, like altitude sickness, Kinsley will figure out I'm here, and you... But y'all watch me and witness. We'll never have the chance to be your true self again. My absolute goodness. So no matter what happens to you, no matter what you see and hear and say, and then tell them who in this, just know I got your back. And who about to win this? The feed goes dark and ends this. Jean-Michel. 4. Your BCID must have reached its upload limit. Featuring Jean-Michel and Saffron Sutton. I wait a minute for it to replenish and finish because I want Mikael Annabelle to read my SIGTEL and extend this, but don't nobody take off my blindfold, so nothing happened for so long I'm thinking Kinsley Chase should be asking me for forgiveness. Kinsley, your BCID must have reached its upload limit. Silence. Yeah, my cool is ghost. I try to push down the rise in panic and drop a smart-ass joke I hope to come off as organic. Looks like somebody forgot to pay the data transfer bill. Nobody laughs. Man, these people need their decaf. Or even better, a surgical procedure to remove that stick from up their ass. But I ain't gonna lie, it looks like this joke just passed. Pun intended. Mais toujours, I try to explain it and maintain it because I'm for damn certain I can sustain it. See, Sanford Sutton Industries is the wealthiest robotics company in the world, and it employs thousands of highly intelligent people who, on a daily basis, push the boundaries of life, humanity, and technology, like this brain-computer interface device I have over my eyes as a digital blindfold right now. And yet, with all those smart-ass people Sanford Sutton is paying, and I'm talking about un pile l'argent, somebody forgot to pay the data transfer bill. I mean, we've all been there, bien? Ti marie pas monter, ti marie pas descend. You'd think I just asked for some Grey Poupon. Nobody says a goddamn word. Yeah, these este bitch got yours. Yeah, these este bitch done heard. But still, I'm undeterred. I press my fingers against my eyes to reinitiate the feed. That's when the fear starts. I press my fingers against my eyes again because of the need. I'm sure this is where my electric resurrection career starts. The silence grows stark. I press my temples to deactivate the blindfold of my eyes, but it's still eerily dark. Out the conquest windows, I can see we not moving, and for a few minutes earlier, we stopped and parked. Night has grown. I'm out here all alone. I swear, excusez mama, this is the middle of Mirkwood Forest, and I'm searching for an escaped golem, but all I can find is a silence so solemn, and a house in front of me with no columns. Y'all, this place ain't traditional. It's a big bank human fish tank for people who think they shit don't stank and like to do 5-minute side planks while wearing self-cleaning yoga pants that will never smell rank. In other words, it ain't for people like me. So I get out the conquest to see what I can go see. I don't know how I know this, but this is one of those VIP shelters insanely rich people like to put in the middle of the forest. I get a weird feeling that I've been here before as I step up 4 small boulders and walk through the front wall that doubles as a big-ass sliding glass door. Immediately, I see a hollow of Saffron Sutton. She smiles at me. That took for fucking ever, but I did it. I swear all over her face I see miles and miles of glee. Speaking of charm, her seeing me is like a shot in her arm. And y'all, I'm being serious, that ain't no white boy smarm. But then, why does it feel like I just got sold the farm? Mikael Annabelle didn't even put SIGTEL locks on your BCID feed because she didn't think I could hack its default security network. I mean, that shit is just basic. Saffron Sutton scoffs like somebody just offered her Lipton iced green tea. Okay, I need to stop talking and get to the point before Mikael Annabelle's front porch program wakes up and kicks me.
Saffron Sutton. Interlude. This is your fake life. Saffron Sutton. Lucille, stop angry black boy narrative program. I see Jean-Michel freeze just inside the sliding glass door of the VIP shelter through the near-sight display of my contact lenses. I am so tired of this damn program. It was supposed to be fun. For him and for me. Mostly for me, since I was playing the great creator. Again. It took me 1,000 hours to write because I wanted to be meticulous with his fake life. I wanted it to be accurate. I wanted it to feel real to him. But now it feels too real to me. I know Jean-Michel better than he knows himself. This version, at least. And this is the only version that really matters. This is the version of him that will breathe new life into his most recent electric resurrection and give him purpose. Make him determined to go out and change his world. But holy fucking shit, this is so tedious. I flick my left hand and backhand the program narrative out of view beyond my peripheral vision. I can always come back to it later. I put too many hours into his life to just discard it. But that doesn't mean I want to go through the rest of his narrative right now. But I can talk to him. Some tests have shown that the digital brain is somewhat aware as it's being constructed and during electric resurrection. So, here we go. Jean-Michel, I'll be straight with you. That weird feeling you just got? That feeling like you've been here before? Well, you have. This ain't your first electric resurrection. This war with Chicago isn't going well for us, so I had to switch it up. College football players fighting in wars is nothing new. Some died, some didn't. And look, I know that technically you aren't a college student. I know you're a prospective freshman. I know you haven't enrolled at Auburn yet. I know you're looking forward to that. But we needed you for this war. I didn't expect the first two of you to die. And yeah, I know people die in war, but the best mechanical engineers and roboticists built you. I built your brain. You were supposed to be unstoppable, unkillable. So there was no way you were going to play football at Auburn. You were too valuable a military asset. You still are. Michael Annabelle wasn't on board with that. She said we were violating the contract your mother signed. I reminded her whose last name is on the company logo. She walked. I wiped your memories. I also tweaked my code work for your brain a bit and downloaded into you what I thought was cutting-edge military programming from the deep web. That was supposed to convert you into a badass super soldier. I was sure it would. The first you wasn't badass at all. I'll never download deep web shit again. The second you lived much longer, but you still died. That could have been due to the shit show of this war, or it could have been because of my flawed code work. If you ask me, and I'm being honest here, I think it's both. So I consulted with the State of Illinois Cyber Warfare Command about military programming that wasn't shitty and didn't come from the deep web. 10 years ago, Daddy saw this war coming. He had the foresight to sign a military contract with the state. Some contracts are more important than others. Michael Annabelle just doesn't understand that. But then, Michael Annabelle is not a Sutton. That consultation was insightful. You're a better exopilot now, easily the best in your class. It took some time to get you there, though. I had to remove all of Michael Annabelle's code work. I had to write and execute your Angry Black Boy program narrative. I had to make you, you. I care about you, Jean-Michel. Michael Annabelle doesn't think I do, but I really do care about you. I didn't want you to be alone in that nothingness of stasis. It's important to dream, even for the electric resurrected. I want you to experience a normal life. I hope you appreciate the true-to-life programming I gave you. I'm proud of it. I think it's accurate. I think I'm telling your story well. I don't want you to undergo electric resurrection again. What I do want is for me and the State Cyber Warfare Command to truly make you unkillable. If we can do that, you will turn the tide of this war. And if we can't make that happen, well, you're always welcome back in the spit scan. This war ain't going nowhere no time soon. See what I did there? Mikhail Annabelle doesn't believe I can, but I know how to make you talk. I have time to get this right. Your Angry Black Boy program is already a long one, and I'm still writing furiously. The continuation of this wonderful dream you're having can go on for infinity if needed. I mean, I wrote my plans for Electric Resurrection when I was 10 years old. My sweet girl Saffron Sutton program is just waiting for the right circumstances to automatically trigger it with an execute command. But let's not think like that right now. Let's move forward. I've just uploaded your digital brain into your electric resurrected body. The Cyber Warfare Command just uploaded some military upgrades. You are now officially the shit, and then some. So, let's go show those bougie sovs why they shouldn't fuck with the state of Illinois.
5. Kaika. Shan. Every night I dream I'm Rashawn. Sometimes when I dream I'm him, my legs are gone. I remember that my girlfriend Rakaya set off a bomb because I'm half dead and lying on the beach trying to drag myself on. I hurt, but not where my legs used to be. No, it's my heart that hurts, and not from the trauma that I see. Broken, charred bodies, often in pieces of 3, but that never makes me weep. What does is knowing Rakaya did this to me. What I can never figure out as I toss in my sleep is if I want these tears of mine to set me or her free. What I do know is that I want to wake up and get out of this dream, but my alert suit won't have it and keeps me asleep. Usually, it sets my alert level at 100 of 100 before my nightmare emotions start to creep. But it's trying to teach me a lesson as it keeps me counting sheep. It tells me it does this to keep me a well-honed killing machine. But I always tell it I don't need shit like that to keep me keen. But every night, I dream that scene, and every night, it's the same fucked up routine. Eventually I wake up though. That's just too much horror for it to continually show. So the rest of the night, I don't sleep anymore because I don't want to dream anymore and rest my infernal lurk suit's core. Which is good because that means we both can stay awake and scheme and sin with a big ass bottle of best slow gin and figure out how to make Roshan perfect again.
Jean-Michel. 6. Me. That lovable, cuddly, fuzzy black rabbit. Jean-Michel featuring Kinsley Chase. A Mercedes Maybach S600 guard Merc suit stands in front of me, ready to take out all shady motherfuckers of ill repute. Slim fit, Kinsley Chase knows her shit. This future-styled whip can take a bullet and a bomb, and then dust its shoulders off, and escort your badass daughter to the prom, all while wearing one of those big-ass corsages the shy nerd always has on in them 30-minute hollow sitcoms. But it ain't got no qualm, as it stand against the wall of this day room that's probably from some lily-white sitcom, emanating nothing but all quiet and all calm. This is yours after you die, and for as long as you want it, Kinsley Chase says, her voice soft. Wait, what the fuck? This was not in the contract I signed. I do my best to try to not scoff, but I can't help it when I notice Kinsley Chase's new coif. Yeah, she want me to see she can roll hard like a boss, but that don't matter to me, as long as I get my extra life, hoss. Cause I ain't trying to sleep forever with some smelly-ass, decomposing peat moss. Now, she better not tell me no plans have changed as she reapplies her cherry blossom black lip gloss. Plans have changed. Kinsley Chase touches up her cherry blossom black lip gloss. Illinois is now at war with Chicago. All resources need to be diverted to the protection of the state, Governor Sutton, his wife, and especially his daughter, Saffron Sutton. The governor has commissioned an elite bodyguard from the Mercenaries Guild to protect his baby girl. You. I ain't gonna lie, that ain't much of a surprise. As part of your recommissioned electric resurrection process, you'll be fitted with that Merc suit. but is just a part of her ever-growing pack of lies. It will be fused to your body and interface with your newly constructed brain and nervous system, giving you lightning-fast, autonomic reflexes to ensure maximum protection of the first daughter. But like all members of the Mercenaries Guild, the Merc suit will also be directly linked to your consciousness, ensuring you have total loyalty to your charge. Holy shit. Talk about making two worlds collide. This, if you choose to have it fused to your body, is now your only path to electric resurrection. I walk over to the Merc suit and look up at it. But y'all still gonna give me the classist option, I see. I'm talking shit big time. But I know in the long run, me and this motherfucker gonna make some serious static. Kinsley Chase screws up her face like she just about done had it. We're giving you a very good option available under the current circumstances and the shifting political landscape. Sound like I ain't got no choice. Yeah, I see what's happening on your magician's palette. But you just keep on waving your wand to cast your unsuspectingly strong magic. I know you solve every problem that come to you like that, as if you a soft-hearted Hagrid. But you ain't soft or got no heart. At least, not one that ain't riddled with maggots. Because if you did, then you'd acknowledge that your real source of power ain't the wand, or the hat, or the Merc suit, but me. That lovable, cuddly, fuzzy black rabbit. Yeah, that metaphor got away from me. But at one point, I almost really did have it. Look, Stanford Sutton Industries wants to make sure you have the choice of life after death, and a life that's not based on performance output reduction. What the NCAA offered you is just racist, classist bullshit. We want to make sure you have an appealing, viable option before you die. An option that includes a respectful resurrection. An option that gives you purpose during the war. But there's also another option. Kinsley Chase walks about 10 paces to her left. There's another suit here she gonna surely address. So let's be honest, you can be Saffron Sutton's lackey bodyguard. You can undergo electric resurrection, get into that Merc suit, and always stand a pace or two behind her, waiting for some action that will never come. Because, and again, let's be honest, now that we're at war, Stanford Sutton will never let his daughter leave that underground bunker, which wouldn't be very exciting for you. Or you can have a more direct impact in this war. You can undergo electric resurrection, choose this Jaguar-class Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 exosuit, and be an ace pilot for the state of Illinois. But let me be entirely upfront with you. No matter what you choose, all of your memories of this life will be completely wiped. You won't remember playing football. You won't remember your girlfriend. You won't even remember your mother. But she will be released from her research contract and paid handsomely. She will also be able to cancel her membership to the Maids, Cleaners, and Launderers Guild and withdraw from it forever. She will be one of the rare and envied guildless. Her bank account will never dip below $5 million for the remainder of her life. Trust me when I say Stanford Sutton Industries will make sure she is well cared for, because she is not something you should have to worry about on your deathbed. So let's get you into the suit of your choice. Let's ease your pain. Let's give you life again.
Once again, that was part 2 of Code Switching by Malin Edwards. Stay tuned for part 3 next week. The white savior trope in stories typically involves a white main character swooping in to save other marginalized characters who are struggling to save themselves. But the concept is a broader one, extending to real people who often see themselves as benevolent heroes whose burden is to uplift their so-called inferiors, often through imperialism, be it cultural or good old-fashioned killing. Here, the poor, young, dying Haitian who simply wants to play football is offered salvation by the white philanthropist, offered a new body, a new life, until suddenly we find the new body is now an exosuit made for war instead of sports, and it's the black man's burden to save everyone else through violence. But then, the code is switched on us again, a bait and switch, revealing more layers of ugly truth. and exploitation and deception. Those who are convinced of the righteousness of their own manipulative actions, like the white savior of this story, won't let a little thing like murder stop them, a lesson that history teaches us over and over again, and that continues to be taught through the present day. How far will this fictional conspiracy go, and who will win this war? Tune in next week as we dive deeper into the code. Escape Pod is part of the Escape Artists Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit, and this episode is distributed under the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives 4.0 International License. Don't change it. Don't sell it. Please do share it. If you'd like to support Escape Pod, please rate or review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite app. We are 100% audience supported, and we count on your donations to keep the lights on and the servers humming. You can now donate via 4 different platforms. On Patreon and Ko-fi, search for Escape Artists. On Twitch and YouTube, we're at EA Podcasts. You can also use PayPal through our website, escapepod.org. Patreon subscribers have access to exclusive merchandise and can be automatically added to our Discord, where they can chat with other fans, as well as our staff members. Our opening and closing music is by Daikaiju at daikaiju.org. And our closing quotation this week is from the poem Boy Breaking Glass by Gwendolyn Brooks. I shall create, if not a note, a whole, if not an overture, a desecration. Thanks for joining us, and may your escape pod be fully stocked with stories.